Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Leonardo Reyes. Reyes was shot and killed on Friday, June 20th, 2008, in the 1800 block of Westmoreland Avenue in Pico Union, according to LA County coroner records. Robert Gutierrez was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. On June 20th, 2008, near midnight, victim Leonardo Reyes and his two sons, a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, took a walk in the area of 1750 South Westmoreland in the city of Los Angeles. As they were walking, defendant, whom the victim's sons knew from the neighborhood as Info, came out of an alley across the street and approached them, asking the victim where he was from. The victim and his sons kept walking and did not answer. Defendant had a knife in his hand, which he put into his pocket. He punched the victim in the back and a fight ensued. The 9-year-old thought the victim was winning. A few minutes into the fight, a second unidentified man wearing a blue shirt exited the same alley as defendant had, crossed the street, and joined the fight against the victim. It appeared to the 11-year-old that the man ran and helped his friend. Defendant and the man continued hitting the victim for a couple of minutes. Defendant then disengaged from the fight, approached the boys, and kicked the 11-year-old, who landed on his head. Defendant laughed and rejoined the fight. At some point, the unidentified man told defendant to step aside. Defendant complied. The unidentified man moved closer to the victim, took a gun from his waist area, and shot him. He told defendant, "Let's get out of here." They ran together back to the same alley from which they had come. The victim died from a single gunshot wound to the chest. LAPD officer George Diego testified as a gang expert. He opined that defendant was a current active member of the Cuatro Flats gang. Based upon defendant's self-identification as such, his association with members of the gang, his dress and his gang tattoos, and his identification by others as a member. His monikers included Info, among others. Gangs control their territory by hitting up people, that is, by asking them where you from, a request for the gang affiliation of the person to whom the question is directed. There is no satisfactory answer to the question, and to ignore it is to show disrespect. Gang members demand respect for themselves and their gang. The question is a prelude to a confrontation and informs the person that he is in the gang's territory. Following the trial, defendant was convicted of second-degree murder as an aider and abettor of an assault, of which the murder was a natural and probable consequence. The jury also found true the gang and gun allegations. The court sentenced defendant to a prison term of 40 years to life. Leonardo Reyes was 42 years old at the time of death.